All right, one game down and one win in the books for the Bourne Braves. They defeat the Hyannis Harborhawks 3-0 here on opening day. Welcome in to a happy post-game Tomahawk talk. Calvin Christoforo, Reeves Jackson, and Daniel Coates. They were on the call for the Braves win. And Daniel, I want to start with you, and I want to start on the mound. 0 runs given up for the Bourne Braves today. Grafecco went in to Zipwhack, went in to Adler, 0 on the scoreboard. What'd you see of the Braves pitching staff today?
Yeah, I mean, all the guys that took to the mound on the Braves were really impressive. We knew that there was going to be good pitching here on the Cape, and that's what we got for the first 8 innings of this game. I even joked with Reeves, we're doing everything we need to except cross the home plate. So really impressed by Adler. Obviously got himself into a bit of a hole in the top of the 9th inning with bases loaded. Zwack did his thing. Just good pitching all around. And, you know, Dalton Rushing kind of broke the ice and really let the floodgates loose with that bomb of a home run. So good things on the horizon. I'm impressed by what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and I know, Daniel, you're a soccer guy, so you were probably looking forward to a 0-0 draw. But the Braves had to get in the scorebook to win, and they did that, Reeves, with the long ball.
Yeah, they sure did. Dalton Rushing in the bottom of the 8th, and then Braylon Wimmer on a ball that everyone in the ballpark was kind of like, where is it? It was in the twilight. No one knew if it was fair or not, and then ended up going over the foul pole for a long 2-run homer. That 8th inning was full of excitement, full of energy. And for a game that was 0-0 up until the 8th, there was a lot of chances for both teams to score. So runs could have came faster and could have been a much higher scoring game, but they ended up coming at a premium until the Braves were ready to break things open in the bottom of the 8th, and they did that with a bang, with 2 bangs, with Dalton Rushing and with Braylon Wimmer. So it was great to see them finally get on the board in the 8th, and then Eric Adler, who was the closer at Wake Forest, came on and got the save for the Braves. So great opening day win.
Yeah, and Daniel, you've been excited all week about these fans being back in the ballpark, and they came out in droves this evening, but they didn't have a lot to cheer about until that 8th inning. They were the loudest, though, in the 9th. When the Harborhawks were threatening, they had the bases loaded and just 1 out, but Eric Adler ends the game on back-to-back Ks. What can you say about the guts of the Braves closer tonight?
Yeah, just really impressed. And, you know, as much as you give credit to Adler, you also have to give credit to Peter Burns, you know, that ACC connection, Boston College and Wake Forest, just being able to calm him down. But what I was most impressed with today by the Braves was there was a lot of opportunities where they could have scored. They could have gotten frustrated. They could have gotten down on themselves. But they really stood strong, especially when their backs were against the wall defensively. Guys on third base, bases loaded like Eric Adler had in the top of the 9th. They found a way out of it. Really impressed by how they played defensively. Just need to loosen up a bit offensively, and I think we're in for a pretty special season.
I think we are too, but opening day, just a stepping stone, Reeves. So what do you want to see out of the Bravos tomorrow to continue to grow on tonight's win?
They left too many men on base. Obviously, I think we can all agree that was the case. So capitalizing when you have those opportunities earlier on in the game, because as great as this pitching staff has been, you're not going to have every game where you're shutting out teams. So early on in the game, you get runners in scoring position. Got to find a way to get those guys in, whether it's just get them on, get them over, and then get a sac fly or a ground ball through the middle of the infield to get them in. So looking for tomorrow, if you have guys in scoring position early on in the game, especially the first 3 or 4 innings, looking to get across a little earlier and still scoring until the 8th inning.
One game down in the books, the Braves' projected record 40-0, and their team ERA 0. But we'll have to see what happens tomorrow night. The Braves hit the road for 4 straight. The first one coming tomorrow at 5 when they travel to face the Brewster Whitecaps. You can hear these 2 wonderful gentlemen on the call for that one. Our pregame coverage starts at 4:40. But until then, go Braves.